Okay, I think we're live. Might need to adjust my audio just a little bit, but I think we're okay. I'm gonna cast some things up, see if it's too loud or not, which means resummoning Dingus over here. So, Shadow Master. That's not too bad. It doesn't go into the yellow, so we're solid. But anyway, it has been a while, and yes, I was just testing that with the mouse and keyboard. We are playing with controller today. So let's go ahead and switch over to this. You may notice I have a crystal sword on. That's because I transferred over Spirit. We still do have the Nasher right there, just waiting for us to do some crushing blow. I just put it over here with the Lance Guard on the shield. It's not a big deal. But yeah, we've got Spirit there. We've also got another Spirit. I moved one of my crap spirits over to the whatchamacallit here, the shared stash. It's been a while since we got to stream, so hopefully everyone is doing well. And yeah, hopefully I can remember how to talk on stream. But anyway, we've got to do Act 3, and yeah, we didn't get anything done, so and the event thing is working. I was testing out the event manager thing on Discord to see if I could set it up to just announce streams for me, and it looks like it just pops it up in the top left. Tell me if you guys are using the Discord. Tell me if it's a weird thing for users versus the creator, because I don't have a way to view that. I don't have a spoof account or anything like that set up. So yeah, let's go ahead and start in on Act 3. That's pretty much what our goal is. And if the audio is a bit weird, tell me, because, well, there's been a Windows update since then. Also, I've moved some things around in the actual physical room, so there might be like an echo or something like that that I'm unaware of, and I won't notice it until I go to record the next, like, normal video. So that is just going to be a thing. Okay, so we're not looking too bad. I don't want to be using too many traps because I want to keep my mana up so I don't end up breaking this thing. We'll see how well it works out. So we're going to be going Phoenix Strike and Kick for the most part. That's going to be our strategy for as long as we can tolerate it with the like controller setup. 3. And yes, I know that this uses up durability on it. I want to save my durability for actually dropping out the meteors. There we go. Can I get a hit on you? Thank you. Drop that. I would love something with, like, ignore target defense, but I don't think we're going to be getting that anytime, like, really soon, unfortunately.
What should I do with it?
And yeah, we can just kick things as well. It's not a big deal. If it's not a major enemy, I could just kick them to death and it'll probably be faster. So maybe we'll save our durability for bosses only and just meteor them to death. We'll see. Oh no! Ah, you bastards. Now I'm gonna have to farm all of my stuff back. But no, they mana burned me, which sucks, but it's okay. We can just kick the crap out of fetishes and get that back. And if you're wondering, no, kicking does not reduce the durability on your weapons. So you could be using an ethereal with a Kicksin. That's one reason why like Stormlash and stuff like that are so popular for Kicksins, is because, well, that's what they're there for. It just doesn't use durability. The Blade Fury is the same way, where it doesn't use up the durability of, you know, actually smacking things around, so it works out fairly well. And as far as other games and stuff like that, I am going to be starting a Diablo 2 Versus series, so if you have any games you particularly want to see on that one, give me a holler, like either in chat or in the comments. Comments are actually preferred for that one. I might actually start a post specifically for people to do stuff like that on, like request games for the Versus thing. I'll do some Diablo 2 versus X game kind of things, and we'll use it to kind of test out to see what kind of other games we want to include in the cycles, because I like Diablo 2. We're going to keep doing Diablo 2, and Diablo 2 will very much still be 3 days a week at the bare minimum, if not sticking with the 5 that it currently is. I just want to add some more in there just to introduce people to more games, more interesting action RPG titles, and stuff like that. And we also have the whole other channel, the Game Shop, for things that are not action RPGs. I just want this one to be pretty much just for action RPGs in general. And I do love that that causes reactions. It's one nice thing about the kick, even whenever you have a low-level kick like we do right now, is that knockback will pretty much guarantee a reaction from them. So if you can kick fast enough, you can actually just reaction lock solitary enemies. All of this kicking is getting annoying sounding. Well, sorry. I can turn it down, but that's about it. It's a kick sin, so it's pretty much the only thing you can do with a martial arts assassin is kick the crap out of things. But yeah, it's all I have to go by audio-wise. I don't have a monitor for it. I have the little sliders that are on the right that show just how much it's peaking. I don't have a audio monitor that I can listen to say, hey, this is loud, this is quiet. But I can turn it back down. I can turn it down a little bit. As far as doing it on the Let's Play channel, like whenever we release it there, it's not going to be an issue because I can actually adjust it while listening to it. But I can mess with that in a minute. Crap. I almost got a heal to him. I always forget that it's going to be left shoulder to whatever that you call it. The direction buttons. It's really hard to do while you're actually trying to, target things. It's a real pain in the ass. So let's get moving through these guys. You just finished your Rift Sin today. Congratulations. Let's go ahead and back off of this. I'm going to go ahead and get Mercenary back. Can you not come crawling up behind me, Mr. Fetish Boy? Thank you. I have played hardcore. I'm not playing hardcore online because that's a stupid decision. And I just realized I'm in a public game. Okay, I'll fix that after this quest. Actually, I'll fix that right now because I don't want people just dropping in on it. Because this is meant to be solo. It only took 2 months to finish your Rift Sin? Well, that's not too bad. Depends on if you're farming everything fresh or if you traded for stuff or not. But yeah, let's go ahead and I will actually make a custom. I thought I made one that didn't have the stupid password on it. Let's see. Options. Let's just do it with keyboard and mouse. Can I have my keyboard and mouse? I'm using it. Thank you. Save and exit. Let's go ahead and create lobby. Because I forgot that I had it on a different thing like that. Lobby. There we go. We only have to fight through a little bit. And while I'm doing that, I can adjust the desktop audio thingy for this. Well, not necessarily desktop audio. The audio up here. Oh, I had it at 8 instead of 6. That's probably why. There we go.
Well, I gave you
Traded for a Storm Shield, wasn't dropping. Okay. Storm Shield is useful for certain situations, yeah. It's not needed for like farming everywhere, but for a lot of places it's pretty dang handy. Let's see. Oh yeah, I need to go up to Dingus McChingus up here and get him his little thing so he can get an extra 20 life. Which, we don't have a ton of life. We're not doing terrible on that end. We're at 575, so it's not bad. I wish you people would leave me alone. Trade. Nothing. Okay. Thank you. I don't know why it's so weird about that stuff. So let's go ahead and identify you. And I could go to Kane for this, I know. I just don't feel like messing with him. That's actually... I mean, for a Grand Charm, it's kind of crap, but it's there. It's fine.
Hello. Never forget.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and sell both of those because they're not really that useful. This one, yeah, the replenished life isn't terrible, but it's still not anything we need, so I'm not going to bother with it. Now, we have 2 more characters on this to get all 7 of them, but Amazons are pretty fun. I'm a pretty big fan of Amazons, especially things like the Strafe Zon and stuff are really entertaining to me. Whereas a lot of the other ones, like Javazon, yeah, it's easy mode. It's not really my favorite unless I'm doing the Javazon as opposed to the, like, let's go ahead and get ourselves you up. I keep forgetting I have you. And that. But, yeah. I'm not a big fan of Lightning Fury Javazon. It wipes out cows, groovy. Or crowds. And that's a fine use for them. It's just not really what I enjoy doing. If I'm going to wipe out crowds, I'm going to be doing like a Poison Necro or something like that. Which are actually pretty gnarly once you get them like leveled up properly. They can do some decent work. Hey, Pulse Rule, time for you to die. And today our goal is to just finish Act 3. So we are going to get pounded here. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. Let's go ahead and blind them. And ice. And then fire. Another fire. There we go. See anything good? Nope. I really wish she'd stop converting stuff. You had a Bozon 20 years ago. I've had several Bozon since then, unfortunately. But, yeah, generally speaking, I prefer Strafe over Multi-Shot. I know why people like Multi-Shot. It's just a lot simpler to play. But Strafe just... you can rock out a ton of damage, especially since it has a minimum shot count. So it can do some damage. And is this Spider Cavern? Or okay, that's Arachnid Lair. That means we got Waypoint. We need to just look to see if there's an exit there. There is not. We do not care about the rest of this. Now this area is going to be kind of irritating to kill everything in, just because there's so many little enemies, and we are not really quite set for AoE killing just yet. But it is what it is. But yeah, Amazons are one of like the characters that they may not be like my favorite class, but I end up getting them to a fairly significant level every time I make one. So it's kind of like they're just very cathartic to play. Hey, Hugin, how's it going? I don't know if Wander's streaming tonight. I don't think he is, but I could be wrong. I think he streams again tomorrow. But yeah, I remember. And yes, I stream on Twitch too, but just not this particular game. Let's go ahead and get some healing in on you. Hey, it actually worked. Yay, I got it in time. Yeah, healing with a controller, like healing the mercenary, that is, complete pain in the ass. For those of you who have not done it, it is a very awkward to do. Because basically it's a key combo thing to heal them, which is fine. I always forget. I have to do it like that. So you... see, open that. Transfer. Mercenary, can you stop just standing there getting pelted by shit? That would be nice. Hopefully you are doing well, Hugin. I'm trying out a few things as far as like different kind of streaming setups and all that kind of stuff as well. Hopefully tonight after this stream, I'll get everything set up to start doing art streams again over on Twitch. You prefer Diablo? Ah. I also plan to be introducing other things besides just Diablo. What is he streaming tonight, by the way? I actually didn't get a chance to check if I didn't even know he was streaming tonight, but yeah, if he's streaming something interesting, we might drop in afterwards because he will still be streaming whenever I'm done. Rah. Unless he had a rough day or something. Wow, I can't hit. Wow, that's why I can't hit for shit. We are rubber banding. Can I attack? Thank you. I kind of want this. There you go. Thank you. Just wasn't letting me do what I wanted to do. This is another dead end, so we don't even bother here. But yeah, I hopefully we won't get too many trolls in tonight, by the way. One of the recent build videos, actually both of them are doing fairly well. They're on a curve up currently. But the Summoner and the Hydra videos are actually ramping up in views right now, which means that it increases the likelihood we'll have trolls in here. So I will try to keep an eye on it to keep things. Vampire Survivor and Nova Drift. Yeah, Nova Drift recently got a patch. Well, a expansion or whatever you want to call it. Basically, it got more content. So it's a pretty fun game. I suck at it, though. Like, I am absolutely abysmal at Nova Drift. The controls, they just don't match with my brain. It makes my brain mesh. So it's just whatever. That's one downside to being a kind of single game channel. And I'm trying to... I'm going to stick to action RPGs, period, but on this channel. But it is one disadvantage to being a kind of specific genre focus channel, is that you don't get to actually cover those games, even though you really enjoy them. So... And I could. I mean, I could play it on here. It would just... Nobody would watch. So let's go ahead and grab that. And keep going. Hi. Can you guys just... Thank you. Back the F off, Cloudstuckers. Thankfully, we don't have any, like, terribly rough enemies here. If we have to go through Great Marsh, we will. Because we'll have my most hated enemy ever, which is freaking Gloams. Because, you know, I only get luck to not get Gloams like once in a blue moon. So, get that meteor coming down to actually help us out. Because we are fire-based as far as our side goes. And I need to be picking these up because I am using them. But let's see... And I should probably change the titles of these streams from New Player Questions Welcome to If You Need Help, Ask. Because there's actually not that many more new players. There probably won't be until the release of 2.4, in which case we probably will start seeing a few more new players. But for now, the game does not like controller. I'm just going to be really honest there. Like, it doesn't like movement with controller or any of that stuff. So what we want is we want to be on the inside of this one, because that's where the paths are going to be. There's that. And hopefully with patch 2.4, it'll make builds like this a lot easier. We will be probably still playing this build whenever 2.4 launches, unless they take their sweet-ass time. So, and I'll probably start doing test videos for the builds as well on here, just so people can watch some of those. I won't do all of them because that would be asinine. I'll do the ones that I know will probably work. So let's go ahead and load up on health. I don't remember what we were putting points in before, but we're getting more health this time. And this one we were going for... Let's see, traps. No, we don't need more on that. We don't need more on the shadow. I think we were just going for... No, we were going for points in Phoenix Strike to get that maxed out first. Okay. So let's see. Nothing too amazing on the ground. There's another little branch off point. I keep hitting that button twice and it's queuing it up, I think. So I end up getting lightning instead of the meteor. I love meteor. What's gonna probably happen whenever the 2.4 version releases, though, by the way, is that I wouldn't be surprised if it just does it once per ability usage. Otherwise, Phoenix Strike will be extremely deadly. I mean, not just a little bit, but just crazy strong, because you'll basically be doing a tri-elemental AoE of doom. Let's get some traps out of ourselves. Okay, so back off of these guys. They're just going to do whatever they're going to do. Let's go ahead and get ice, I guess. There you go. Because you'll end up with ice, lightning, and fire, like, all in a row. Which will be kind of neat, but at the same time, not really necessary. Can you... Wow, these guys are just frustrating. And I'm totally not used to using the controller again, because the last few videos I've done have been all on the mouse and keyboard. Hey, Pluto Bar, how's it going? Hooah, there's our meteor. And we're getting poisoned by everything. Everything's poisoning us. Why? Okay. Where is our hole in the ground? Jesus. There it is. There's our hole. That's the one that we actually need to be doing. Can you actually fight them while I am not paying attention here, please? I want to see if there's a path over here. There is not. Okay. So that means that for the next area, we need to either hope that this is going to lead us into the Flare Jungle, or that there's a branch off to the south that will lead us to Flare Jungle as well. Sorry, I'm getting a drink. I actually have 2 drinks here. I have a water and a caffeinated beverage. Hi, scary boys. How you doing? Okay, so we need to get one more in there. There's another meteor. Just get rid of these little annoying guys. And yeah, for here, the flame spiders will still die from this. We don't have to worry about it too much. But whenever we get... Oh, come on, mercenary. No, mercenary! Don't be an idiot. Nope, he's going to be an idiot. He's going to get himself killed. Hi. Okay, so mercenary is still alive. Yay! We somehow kept him alive in that. Don't know how. He's poisoned still, so he's going to keep losing life, but it's not going to be the worst thing ever. He's recovering fast enough for me to not completely hate his ass. So there's our eyeball. Thankfully, we didn't have to do like a weird wander through there. And let's see. Anything else in here that we want? Fanged Helmet might be interesting because we still have our Barb left to do. We have Paladin and Barbarian left, for those that are wondering. So those might be done in 2.4. We might get done in time to actually do them in this one. I don't know yet. And yes, moving around, because you end up rubbing your face across like little things that you wouldn't normally rub your face on in this, is a little bit awkward. So, yeah, we'll just keep on trucking. Hi, guys. This might actually be a dead end right here. In fact, I can almost guarantee it is. Yeah, that's just dead end. Great. So that means pretty much I can almost promise we're going to have to go through the Great Marsh. This is playing on computer with a controller. There are things that I have access to that a console doesn't have, but this was a build that was requested quite frequently, so I decided to go ahead and do it because it seemed the most tolerable of them. I think probably an easier controller build for us would have been to go with a strafe boson, but I wanted to use Boriza since we found it, and we didn't find a good just normal bow. Otherwise, I would have gone with just a strafer on that. Because strafe, unfortunately, as much as I love strafe, is absolute ass with Boriza. And ever since the removal of piercing guided arrow, it's been really rough to actually do anything with Boriza in regards to like guided arrow or anything like that. And I keep overcharging, which is kind of crappy. Do you keep your shared stash from other... Okay, let's see. Do you keep the shared stash from other builds? Yes. Let's go ahead and do this. But this is online. We're still doing the account self-found one where we're not trading for anything, and pretty much everything that we are using we found either on camera or while leveling up. So actually that would be everything because we didn't really do much in the way of magic find. Did like a couple magic find runs on a few characters, but nothing too insane. Let's go and grab that. And our exit should be... anything in here that we want? Nope. Okay. And I just need to get in the habit of just pressing the keys in the right order. So let's see. And, oh, I see a tree down there. That probably means that we're going to have the exit to this other area, right? Yeah, at the crossing here. Okay, so you all die. Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be... this is going to be a pain in the ass map. So, damn. And I don't have an enemy to teleport across to. Otherwise, I could use the dragon flight to get across that if I had an enemy to go across, but nope, we got to run. So let's see. Let's get some more of that going, just so we can move a little quicker. And I'm glad that our shadow is kind of keeping up. But yeah, the goal with this particular playthrough, it's just all 7 characters, is to do account self-found, basically we are going through and trying to beat the game with items that we found on each character, progressing it to the next one. Without trading, without anything. Basically what you would be doing in single player in Resurrected. So get that going. Grab this. Wow, he got poisoned immediately. Yeah. Hi. Die, you fool. Thank you. Get him to finish that off. And then, why is he not unpoisoning? I think it's just glitch visual. I don't think he's actually poisoned anymore. But that's lovely. So this means that we're praying for no gloams in this godforsaken hellhole. Which is a lot to ask. So let's duck on down here. We're going to have to come here. Actually, we're not going to have to come here anyway. We're going to have to come through Flayer Jungle anyway, but this is just not welcome. So we don't want to go down any of the side paths. We just want to find our way through this godforsaken place. There are gloams. I just saw them. Which means that we could very well get murdered very easily if they decide to get cheeky with us. Okay, so gloams, especially considering we don't have good ranged options, are a nightmare. Okay, so there's them in the fire. As long as they go through the fire, they're going to die. They don't have a lot of life, and they're not very durable. But boy, howdy, do they hit like trucks. Let's see. They need to actually probably lower their vision range just a little bit. Let's go ahead and blind them, because that actually helps us out a great deal. And we can drop another one in a few seconds. Okay, so that's all dead. We've got them wandering through the fire. So get that going. And if they're going in for a melee attack, they'll still come around to us. I can't actually target anything in there because of how the targeting system with the controller is working. There we go. It was targeting a thing further away, which was a little bit awkward. Go ahead and drop that out for some corpse explosions. Oh, bye, mercenary. I didn't even see you dying because I was too concerned of dying from gloams. There you go. Hey, none of us. How's it going? Am I all caught up? Not at all. As far as publishing it on the Let's Play Everything channel, yeah, we've caught up on there. I meant to stay ahead before the vaccine, did not. So I am behind. Hooah! You guys, what am I running into? I can't even see him. I can't target him because the item's on the ground. Which is like really, really asinine. Oh, lordy. This needs to go in here. This needs to go in here. We need to... I can't target him. That's hilarious. Hey. Hey, people are coming in. Yeah. I'm going to try to get back to the regular streaming schedule of Tuesday and Saturday. No promises just yet. Maybe more, maybe less. Getting the videos out takes priority. So your Trapson is starting hell and not living very well. You have Skin of Viper Magi, I think it's called. Yeah, that's unique. Do you upgrade it or make a rune word from hoping to get Countess runs? Skin of Viper Magi is perfectly fine for going through hell. You don't need to upgrade it. It's not going to make a huge difference for you. If you can get it... Because for Trapson, I like to have kicks on the side. A rune word I like making is black, which is Thul Io Nef, if I remember correctly, off the top of my head. And it is basically a crushing blow for your kick, so it'll work well with your traps. And then you just go like plus skills on everything else. The Trapson's going to struggle in Act 2 mostly because the lightning immunes. But she can still do fine. How many do I need of each of these? I got 20 and 20. Okay, so we're good. I wish you would auto pick up scrolls until you are full. And hi, Thanos, by the way. Let's go ahead and yeah, go back to the freaking Great Marsh. I hate this place. Let's go with that. Don't need to go down any of the side alleys. And we just want to keep going as far as possible. Boom. Get rid of you. I don't even care about getting their drops. I just want through this place. I hate Gloams. I really do. They are one of the worst designed enemies in the game. And they're a lot harder to see in D2 Resurrected as well. I've been noticing that. In Act 4, it's not as bad, but with all the texture on the ground here, it's really hard to see the ripples. So let's go ahead and knock them out. There you go. We've got a stamina shrine. Stop catching on terrain, you jackass. Okay, so it could be two directions. I think this is going to be our exit. I think this is going to be Flare Jungle down here. I hope. Because it is extending quite far. So let's get rid of you guys. Come on. There you go. Open up the chest. Check for anything else. Can you not be a dick? But yeah, it's not going to be too bad of a run through with this character, I don't think, in the long run. What we want to do is generally get these meteors to drop on our mercenary or near him. Just so we can actually just not have to deal with like hardly anything. So this should be, yeah, Flare Jungle. So this is where we want to be. Let's go ahead and heal up. Nuke them. But the reason we want to drop it kind of like close to our mercenary or shadow, depending on who's where, is that they'll stay there and keep fighting them, and I'll be able to just... Oh, God damn it. It's really hard to keep track of that stuff while you're doing the whole, like, I am doing martial arts and having to, like, key combo 95 things. So that, and that. And we'll... I really don't want to go through here without the mercenary. So, yeah, we'll just go ahead and revive him again. Yeah, the mercenary, I really stand by the fact that I think them removing the mercenary bug was a dumb decision whenever they didn't actually improve the mercenary AI. But to each their own, I guess. We'll see how this works in 2.4. In 2.4, I have a feeling we're going to need mercenaries less. So that might be fine. But yeah. Let's go ahead and do this number. So that. Then we'll just dump it in here, and I'll bother crafting and organizing stuff with the mouse and keyboard off screen because I really don't want to do it with this. Okay, so Flare Jungle. Oh, another one of you. Great. And it's going to be pretty much impossible to keep the mercenary alive with this build in hell difficulty. So just do keep that in mind. We probably aren't going to be relying on the mercenary then. So grab that. They're going to kill him again. I thought we had a boss mob, but I guess he didn't. I guess the Flare Shaman didn't spawn another one. But we are definitely getting our fair share of just like rando shit. Okay, so yes, not all of them can be blinded. So we need to... Oh, wow. Good job. Whatever hit that thing wrecked its face. So we're going to identify... And I think the shadow just got us into another fight, which kind of sucks. So, yeah. So I think... Yeah, I think our path to the next area is up. I do think that there are trap assassin builds that we could work with controller. I don't think there's any like really amazing ones, but I think there's some okay ones. Get meteors, please. Thank you. Let's see. Nothing too insane there. Okay, skill tree. More into this, because it's going to keep giving us more and more damage. Especially whenever we, like, overcharge and stuff like that, it's nice to have more levels in that. Can I please stop accidentally stopping running? Because I keep accidentally pressing that down whenever I'm trying to go somewhere. And that's mostly just my controller issue. So we'll drop that in there. It's a cheap controller, so it's really easy to push the L3 button. So let's go ahead and get another shadow. Just to pull their aggro. And just keep nuking everything. So let's see. Wow, you're at like 1 life. Running away. Congratulations, Satan. Meteor, yes. I just love smacking them with that meteor because it really does wreck their shit. It's very, very nice. I can't wait until we start getting our other one, which I think I'm still up in the air as to whether I want to do the lightning or whether I want to do the cold next. I think I want to do the cold one just because it's a nice one. You got a bone necro. You found a wand that has +2 to Iron Golem. Use it on and off hand to spawn 1 whenever your random item 1 dies. Does that get plus skills you have whenever you spawn it? Okay, Iron Golem is a bit of a weird one. Do you actually have a hard point into Iron Golem, or do you just summon it with this wand? Because if you have a hard point into Iron Golem, God damn it, mercenaries, you're dying to 1 guy. But, let's go ahead and nuke this guy. He was about to just start raising things. That's silly. Boom. You got a bone necro, found a 1. Okay, so you don't have a hard point into it. So let's see. I would. It gets the plus skills. Like if you have +1 to Iron Golem on a wand, and you have say 7 plus skills between your armor, your helmet, your shield, your rings, your charms, and stuff like that, it'll be level 8 Iron Golem. So personally, on the bone necro, I do prefer the clay golem unless I'm running an insight iron. But even then, usually I don't have the points to justify an insight iron. It's because it'll just cost too much to keep them alive. Can I freeze things? Yes. And you are that. There you go. Go, Shadow, go. Otherwise, Mercenary is going to go get himself aced. Okay, come on. Can I hit? Thank you. What is my chance to hit these guys? Absolutely abysmal, probably. And Mercenary is just going to keep getting poisoned pretty much always here. There's a nice little freeze. And I do like the cold on this one because it does that freeze. At the same time, I don't like having to charge up to 3. But the fact that... Oh, that just makes the full charge up even more useful for a Kixen. It stays when you switch weapons. That actually surprises me. They might have actually fixed the unsummon bug. Because... Of course, it might also be because you're on class. But for a lot of classes, it would actually keep, like in the Lord of Destruction. I don't know if it's still true in this because I haven't tested it since they patched it last. But it used to unsummon, like, your Valkyrie if you got it from Peace, if you had no hard points into it. Which was what some builds did. Oh, I'm not going to fucking chase him. You just die whenever you come chasing after me. But a lot of builds would avoid getting evade, avoid, and stuff like that because they didn't like them, just so that they could do Valkyrie and get Valkyrie Peace, basically. But it would unsummon after a few seconds if you didn't have a hard point, so you just had to keep Peace on 24/7, and you just occasionally have a friend. I don't know if it'll stay from game to game unless you keep the wand on your hand whenever you are loading into a new game. I know that from things like the... Trying to think of the name of the amulet. Metal Grid. I think. Yeah, I think it's Metal Grid. But the Iron Golem from stuff like that, for other classes won't stick around between games. But that's charges, not plus skills. Who wants to stun themselves with those skills? They're actually not terrible skills. It's just if you are doing melee, they can interrupt your like fend and stuff like that. Now that said, it's not a big deal. You recover from it fairly quickly. And if you're curious, fanaticism is how you actually reduce the duration of them. I don't know how many of you actually are curious about that. But fanaticism affects the duration of the evade animation and stuff like that. So let's grab this waypoint. Yeah, I don't mind evade, avoid, and stuff like that. It's a lot less bad than it was in LOD. But also, getting a Valkyrie is, for a lot of builds, especially bow builds, is worth it. Hey, we got a unique amulet. Who wants to take bets on what that's going to be? It's going to be amazing, isn't it? It's going to be the best amulet ever. No, it's going to be Eye of Etlik or something like that. Or Nokazan. Hey, called it. Rumble, rumble. Yeah, it's pretty much almost always going to be Nokazan. I mean, we have Vidal's Snare right now, so technically that's better. I mean, faster hit recovery, more fire resist. Yeah, it's better than the cold resist. Which, our cold resist is not bad. So stat-wise, I think we are going to start getting up strength. Mercenary, can you not stand in front of that, you goddamn idiot? Nope, he's just going to keep standing in front of it, because that's what he do. Okay. Die, Flare. But we do also have... How much damage is this doing? 132 to 150. That's not terrible. But yeah, I hate whenever I just hear the mercenary just standing in front of a trap. That's one of the many... The AI still bricks things that just reminds me. Okay, so the exits are going to be down here on the bottom half. So we need to be looking for those. Let's go ahead and just drop out some traps. And Shadow! Rob them of vision. There's our meteor. Thanks. And yeah, we're good. Can you not be in existence? That's the big downside of the Shadow Master, by the way. She will convert things, which makes them stick around. Okay, get the meteor in there. Run away so he stays in place. Yeah, there we go. You make an Iron Golem with a dream and wear 2 dreams, you'll have level 45. No, you won't. The auras from your minions do not stack on your auras. Only auras on your character stack. Your Iron Golem is basically like your mercenary wearing whatever equipment you made him out of. Because that's literally what he does. He has an equipment slot just for it. But no, you don't make Dream Iron Golems and expect it to be 45. Because it sadly doesn't work that way. We need to drink that just to get out of our inventory, because we are not doing great on space. But yeah, I've had similar questions asked. If it did stack, then Act 3 Mercenaries would be used for everything, if you guys are curious. Because then you could have... Oh, geez. It would be over 99, because it would be 30, 60... No, it wouldn't be over 99. It would be 75. And then you'd... Yeah. It would be a pain in the butt. Because it would be 2 on Act 3 Mercenary. 2 on... Can I get this to work, please? Thank you. I do think they're using some kind of, like, input queuing which is really unpleasant. There's a meteor for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and drink this. Is there a boss in here or something? Or was there just something going on there? Let's drink this. Pop that. This should, if he spawns to the left, this should actually work out to our favor. Yep. Oh no, he spawned right on top of it. That's actually fine. I am fine with that. And we have our waypoint nearby, so if we die down here to the stupid explodey boys, we'll be fine. It's good. It's fine. So let's see. And yes, as far as the unique series, maces should be coming out on Monday. And then we're probably going to move into shields and axes if I had to guess which ones I'm going to do next. Although I do have scepters and wands on the list before them. We'll see. We'll see if I get those done first. And Mercenary, can you not suicide for me, please? Mercenary, please do not suicide. Oh, nope, he's going to suicide. Fuck you, Mercenary. Thank you. Get you out. I was shoving potions into his face. There's just nothing I can do to stop him from just going kamikaze there. Because he's a dumbass. Next thing you know, they're going to go ahead and make it so that they take damage from the little skeleton boys or something like that. Which is asinine. Let's go ahead and pop that. Can you guys not be complete dicks? I mean, I can stop you. Okay, so we got healing potions. Let's go back to the docks. We're going to have to be reviving Mercenary a god-awful amount of times. That's just how it's going to go. How are we looking on money? Actually, we're getting enough money to keep this up. So that's not a bad thing. Charge bolt, life, mana. It's not bad. It's not... I did... Ooh. Yeah, the control scheme on... The controller is shit, by the way. Let's go ahead and sell this, not swap it. Should the Necro be able to use his revive skill on his dead mercenary? It'd be interesting, but you'd also have an issue of people doing it to make super-powered mercenaries. Because revive actually revives things with a lot more life and damage. That said, they are revived at level. So it's at your character's level. If it is... Excuse me. It's at your character level if your character is lower level than the monster being revived. So you'd end up in situations where you might be like... Of course, it doesn't matter with the mercenary. He's going to max out at your level anyway. Huh. Strange. I'm just trying to think of how strong that would be. And how creepy it would be to have a ghoul of a minion. I'm trying to keep him alive long enough. Yes, he's using Saigons. I'm trying to keep him alive enough that he stays caught up to me. So... I'll revive the bodies you find and turn over to find items. Oh, the little like ones on the ground. That would be kind of interesting as well. I mean, that'd be kind of a hard mechanic to implement with the current structure of the game. I'm trying to put out traps, but it's really not wanting me to. I pressed the trap button a lot there. So let's see. I'm hoping the mercenary does not spot them first and go charging in there. But he's going to. Shadow, please help instead of hiding in a fucking corner. You are the one who's supposed to be taking the hits for the mercenary since they made it so I can't make the enemies ignore him in his stupidity. So, yeah. It's greatly appreciated there, mercenary. There you go. Let's see. Anything useful in there? Not really. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting revive things that you can do, like concept-wise. I'm not sure they would be balanced in this game. I kind of wish there was a bone golem instead of a blood golem, though. Because that would let me go with the whole, like, oh, there's a bunch of skeletons on the ground. Let's go ahead and nuke them with, like, a giant freaking bone golem. Because blood golem, pretty well useless. And they could give bone golem something like basic... Well, we already have one that explodes on death, which is the fire one. But they could give him, like, actual damage. Most of the golems don't have... Oh, for fuck's sake, mercenary. Thanks for just staring at the thing in the water. You frick nut. Blind. You get resummoned. I don't mind being poisoned myself. It's okay. Why? Yeah, it's trying to summon the trap in the wall, so it's like, no, you can't put it in the wall. I don't want to put it in the wall. I want to put it in front of me. Oh, yeah. Okay, so there's the stairs. Shadow decided to just... I don't even know how she got a line of sight into that room, but whatever. So which map is this one? I don't have an enemy over there. I was hoping I could just look through the grate and hop through. That would shorten this quite a bit. There you go. Because if you can get through the grates, like with any kind of teleportability, you're way better off in this little, like, underground area. Because it lets you get... I think this one's in the top right. And then we have the dingus of a... There she is. It's like the shadow's just deciding to stand around half the time. Okay, so we've got the big uglies. So we'll drop out a meteor. Okay, oh wait, we don't want meteors on Witch Doctor and Dugu. We want ice. Oh, never mind, we want lightning. There you go. Witch Doctor and Dugu, he's gonna explode. There you go. And there's his little friend. Nothing great from that. But we do need 4 healing potions, so I guess that works. Let's see. Blood Golem was viable back when Iron Maiden was... Well, yeah. And also that's back whenever Blood Golem transferred life to the player as well. But it doesn't work that way anymore. Hasn't worked that way in a while, sadly. Find it strange that assassin summons another assassin, as I've always viewed assassins as solo killers. It's supposed to be like... Oh, I don't know how many of you actually watch Critical Role. But it's kind of like what the... they're basically the dark elves of that world use, where it's kind of a shadow magic rather than a shadow magic clone that can kind of echo your ability. I forget what he called it, like Shadow Echo or something like that, or Echo Mage or something. Basically let you store a spell for a turn, so you could double up on a spell next turn. He hoped Phoenix Strike gets some love soon. Sadly, Phoenix Strike is the strongest of the abilities, which is really kind of sad. So let's drop that in there, throw you there. We're almost leveled up too, so we're gonna get up to level 43 pretty soon, which means I think we get something, do we not? Or is it 45? That's 48. 45 for the ring. Yeah, it's 45 that we get. Raven Frost, which I'm not sure what I'm going to replace with it, because I kind of want that Mana Leech. But yeah, Phoenix Strike is sadly probably the strongest, in my opinion, of the charge-up skills, because you have all 3 elements. Whereas Blades of Ice is probably the more chosen one, simply because it's consistent. They should add a pants slot. I mean, I don't think we're wearing pants right now. Oh yeah, we are. I can never tell from a distance. It doesn't really matter. So let's see. But yeah, that reminds me, I need to actually add some new shirts Because I have a few shirt plans. There's 3 pun ones I want to make. And we'll see about that. Can run faster with some Daisy Dukes. Only if they're red Daisy Dukes. Because we know red makes you go 10% faster. So let's see. I need... Speaking of running faster. There we go. So now we just go east. And I hope I don't run into too many enemies along the way. I mean, I don't mind running into enemies. I would just rather fight things in other areas of this act than this one, because this is a very swarmy act, which actually makes it really good for rune farming just in general. If you want to mix it up a little bit, it's not as good as, say, like Chaos Sanctuary for farming in general, but if you just want a lot of kills to get some like okay runes, clearing out Flare Jungle it's not going to hurt you. And also can get you some decent bases as well. It's one reason why I go through Flare Jungle whenever I'm testing builds. So let's see. I'm going to get some more dexterity. We want to get it up just so we can use any kind of like talons and stuff that we find. So 67% chance to hit a flare. Let's get another point into this. Die, you fool. There's some lightning for you. And yeah, this is actually helping our damage a little bit. They should make TP boots and call them Dory's boots. Oh. Taldore. Okay. But anyway. I would rather see them called the Boots of Essex. But if they make teleport boots, just to make it kind of silly. But I wouldn't be surprised if eventually they either make teleport more accessible or through like various items, or if they do something to try and decentralize Enigma. Because as I personally, I don't think Enigma is overpowered as people think. Grief and a few other rune words are way more powerful. Like Infinity is way more important for being overpowered than Enigma. But a lot of people think that teleport is the be-all, end-all, so it's like that's going to get nerfed eventually or decentralized. Mercenary, can you not... Oh, for God's sake. Shadow, you're supposed to help him, please. Ah, wow. The Shadow's just like, I want to be ranged today. Okay, can we please, for the love of all that's unholy, actually help the Mercenary Shadow? I can't be the only one tanking for him. Especially whenever there's 95 enemies here. I wish there was a way to, like, not necessarily control the Shadow Master, but give it priorities. Like, hey, can you actually use your melee skills more, bitch? Enigma... It's not the hardest rune word to get compared to some of the... It's definitely not easy to get. It does take quite a bit of farming to get the stuff for it. But the hardest ones to get are like Breath of the Dying, because you don't want to waste that in a non-ethereal. So you have to kind of count the ethereal base of an elite item for that as well. I am looking forward to hopefully they'll actually include it. The set upgrade. I am looking forward to that. That's going to actually change a few things. The skill setups are going to change a few things. Hey, Shadow, can you go up there? Thank you. There's one meteor. There's another meteor. Let's back off. Shadow. I mean, not Shadow. Mercenary. Oh, wow. What the deuce was that? You played since day one of D2R and still no Enigma. That can just also be bad luck. I mean, we've found multiple low runes. If we wanted to trade, we could have traded those for the stuff to get Enigma. But just through some haggling. But yeah. I understand. It's one of those things like you'll have a streak of good luck and sometimes you won't. But to get rune stuff, one thing that I've actually seen a lot on the Facebook pages, and I don't know if you are on those, because yeah, I lurk in several communities. I lurk in the Facebook community. I lurk in the Reddit communities. I lurk on some forums, and I lurk across YouTube as well and read comments and stuff like that. But a common thing that a lot of people are doing, and that's one reason why I released the Magic Find video recently, is because it kind of like, it really came up to a big roar, was that a lot of people were talking about farming Mephisto and stuff like that, and how they never get what they want. Turns out they're looking for rune words. I'm like, no, you don't kill act bosses for runes. That's really inefficient. You farm act bosses and you farm unique enemies, even like in the level 85 areas. You're not in those 85 areas to get runes. You're in those 85 areas to get uniques and set items from the unique enemies or from the various enemies there that can drop level 85 stuff. Sometimes you're there to get a very specific base that you can only get in high level areas. But for runes, you don't need anywhere over 81 cows. Found 3 low so far and 1 That's it for higher runes. Hey, Andre. Oh, that's because it's been a while since I have streamed, unfortunately. It's been, what, 2 weeks? Just because I had too much to do 1 week, and then I got the booster, and that took me out for a week too. So, hooah! I'm gonna kill these guys, just because I don't really hate them. They're just more irritating than anything, but there he goes. There he goes again. Let's grab that and swap out a greater. Drink the greater. Hopefully you're doing well, though. I'm still not 100%, but I'm a bit better. I'm still smuggling a sponge in my armpit, but that's a whole different discussion. For those of you wondering, I tend to have a bit more of a reaction than most of the people I know to the vaccine, so yeah. I mean, the booster, in the grand scheme of things, hasn't been worse than the second shot. So, it's not a terrible thing. It's just, it was irritating for 2 days, and now I just have, like, swollen lymph nodes. So, like, reasonably swollen lymph nodes. I don't have a headache or muscle aches from that anymore. I have muscle aches from rearranging the entire room and building a standing desk that was gifted to me, which will help me actually do more art streams, because I'm going to move the graphics tablet off of the desk that I'm at right now, move it up to the standing desk, which is right next to this, so I can actually stand up and draw, which will help out a ton. One of the reasons I don't stream as much is because if I sit too long, my legs start killing me. I'm getting old, damn it. I'm of that age. For me, the first shot just made my arm sore. It was annoying for a day or two. The second shot took me out for an entire week. Like, I didn't even have the energy to, like, microwave stuff for, like, half the time. I only did it because I knew I needed to eat something. And then the booster, basically, first day didn't feel anything. Second day, had the big knot, and my lymph nodes swole up to about the size of a large sponge. Time for a bar stool. Nah, I have better than a bar stool. I'm not a big, like, lean backer kind of person whenever I'm standing, but I have one of those, like, super thick just standing pads, and I didn't realize how hard the floors were here until I got that, and it's like standing on a cloud. I'm so happy with it. But that'll let me do more streaming of art at the very least. And if I set the room up properly and can fix this other computer, I might be able to stream more, because I'll be able to offload rendering onto that other computer, which I didn't have room for before. So let's go ahead and get some Frosty in on these guys. Just freeze the little friends and then zap them. Ooh, heavy boots. Those will be worse because we actually need kick damage, but I'll check them. We need to get some exceptional boots is what we need. Some good exceptional boots. Not really impressed by that. That don't impress me much. Dun-dun-ts. I can make the joke! Yeah, it's not a super expensive standing desk. It's actually a manual one, which is... I was asked what kind I want, and that is the kind I want. Because one issue, I don't know if everybody has this issue, but one of the issues that I've heard happen a lot with the electronic ones, the smart ones, the ones that are like, hey, if I bump into something, I'm going to go down again so it doesn't hit anything. Those, I've heard that whenever they start having issues, they'll just go all the way down. And the way I have everything set up in here, that would be a very bad thing. Because the way I wanted to set it up is I actually have a double desk system now thanks to the standing desk. So what I do is I'll have the standing desk all the way up most of the time and have the second desk underneath it. I have not played the server PTR. Mainly because I'm not interested. I do have it loaded up, but because I looked at the various like random characters they put on there. Ooh, haha, they're stupid, whatever. It's just they're characters for people to mess around on. But it's one of those where it's like, oh, where was my brain thought going? Oh yeah, the standing desk. Basically, what I can do is I can have it up there, and then if I want to work on anything on the lower desk, I can work on that, and if I need to have a double layer, I can actually lower the standing desk down, so I can actually have technically a triple layer to just kind of sort stuff out above me, and I can bring it down whenever I need it. It's very odd, but it's exactly what I wanted. So it worked out better, especially considering that, yeah, it was kind of a gamble to get. But yeah, I think I talked about it a little bit on the Discord server, but beyond that, hasn't been too much. Your kids tried playing online yesterday and only one game in normal. Guess a lot of people... that or a lot of issues on Battle.net. We need to find the waypoint. We need to find our tome. But there's probably a lot of people on the PTR because you get access to... You do get access to pretty much all the endgame stuff. And for those wondering, you do have enough stuff there to make a perfect build. They just... I think they included some random odds and ends, so you'd actually have to, you know, organize stuff, log in, log out of characters, that kind of thing. Because it does seem very interestingly placed, and they do poke fun at themselves. They did add a if is the new ist character and stuff like that, so it's kind of like lol kind of things. But there's our proper temple. All we need to do is find the waypoint now. So this... probably right here, if I had to guess. Can I please go around that? No, it's not right there. That's our path over. Where the hell? I'm actually going to use the keyboard real quick. The only spot... Oh, I think I see it. Oh yeah, we already got it. Did we not touch it? Let's go like that to recenter it. That's one thing you can't do on a controller is rearrange the map. And sorry for the bump right there. I bumped the microphone. You've hardly been playing D2R, got a bit burnt out, had lots of time to play during this winter break. Now classes are starting again. Ah, yeah, we already got this. See, one thing that I don't think people realize is I don't constantly play Diablo 2. Yes, I do. I do play daily. But generally speaking, I test maybe like 2 builds a day, if that, which is a maybe, depending on the build. It can be anywhere from just like 2 builds in an hour and a half to, if they're slower builds, maybe 2 builds in 3 hours. But not that, and writing down the notes for the uniques list thing, because I don't know if he's made the video yet. I don't know if he's going to actually use my template in the video or not. But there's a how to do YouTube guy that is doing a video on how to prepare your videos. And I included one of my templates in that, and it might show up. We'll see. There's a meteor for you guys. There's another meteor for you guys. That was one of the few times where the conversion actually helps. Okay, so drop out a trap there, get some lovelies going. Okay, so we've got spider maguses, mages, and smack them down. Let's see. But yeah, I can understand getting burned out. And that's one thing that I don't do on Diablo 2 anymore is I don't play for 95 hours. I've learned everything that I care to learn about it. There's a few things that I will test if I need to know it, like some weird esoteric things. But for the most part, I just enjoy playing more relaxed. More just, I want to have fun. Diablo 2 sounds like just a nice chill afternoon. Pop into it, play again. So that's how I keep from getting burnt out on the channel. And that's one lesson for those of you that have been around for a very long time. That's one lesson I learned from doing Shadow Era. Because that's I didn't do that with Shadow Era. I was releasing daily content. I was playing dozens of games to get like even 15 minutes of footage, that kind of stuff, and it's not worth it. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot in there. Are they going to actually die from the... Probably not. There they go. Now they're starting to die from it. Anything good? Nope. We got a flawless topaz in there. That's about all I'm going over there for. Do we need more potions? We do not. We need that topaz. I need to put the freaking horrible book in there. That's one thing I actually like about a lot of newer games is they'll actually use flags instead of, hey, here's a giant freaking item that takes up half your inventory. It's like, I don't need that to prove that I've been there. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are over there. Die, you little fools. I kind of wish I would have invested more in traps for this, but I'm just glad I don't have to do all this other stuff. 4, 5. And yeah, whenever you get that first one down, it just starts sending the rest into like a nice little pile of doom. There you go. And our shadow is finally doing work as well. She's gonna die, but she's doing work. Okay, so that was our level up. Let's go ahead and get another point into this. Getting up there in the damage. Character-wise, how are we looking on this? We're at 70 and 70. I'm going to just get some more dexterity. We're doing okay on life. We're over 600, which is where I want to be right now. I don't want to be in the thousands, and I think we're going to lose our shadow. Yeah, she's still poisoned. There you go, Shadow. You've been resummoned. And we're just looking for that. So there are no mercenary. Oh wow, that was weird. He actually took delayed damage there. Yeah, drain all the stamina you want. I don't care. Okay, so we got Khalim's heart. Let's go ahead and get the hell out of this godforsaken place. But yeah, we'll see how things go with the new setup. We might be able to stream more with it. And I will be doing other games. I think I'm debating what day to set aside for streaming other games on the channel. But we're still going to keep most of the... I'm trying to think of how to explain it. We're going to keep the Let's Plays on the Let's Play channel just for displaying them. We're going to keep the reviews on the review channel, and we're going to be doing kind of mixing things up a little bit, keeping them in their own little categories. But let's go ahead and toss that. Oh, I didn't mean to throw that on the ground, but that's fine. Can pick it up in a second. Flawless Sapphire. You guys go into this one. I keep forgetting I can just do that. And they'll be where we need them to be. Okay, so one more level and we have Ravenfrost. So that's a good thing as well. So stat-wise, I'm going to keep getting more dex. What's our chance to hit now? 71% on the Bloodwings. That's getting a little better. We're going to have a hard time hitting Mephisto, but that's about it. But I do actually want to start doing other games on stream on the channel to promote them. Because there's a lot of good games out there, and none of my other channels have quite the reach of this one. So it's like, these are indie games that deserve attention, or these are action RPGs that you should probably know about if you love Diablo 2. Okay, so you get deposited. We keep one, we get a coin for our Witcher, I guess. And then into Caress Bazaar, and we're just going to Travancore next. Whatever. Words, they don't always escape my face properly. And yes, that's how I phrase it. That's how I'm going to phrase it for a while. And yes, I know it pisses people off that I don't always say things perfectly the first time. But deal with it. And yes, that's one reason why you'll often hear mispronunciations in the videos where I'm doing, whatchamacallit, like the unique item videos, where I'll stumble on a word and it's still in there. That's because that was the better take. Because I'll record usually 2 or 3 things for each weapon, and then just take whichever one went the best, and I don't always have the best speaking. As those of you that are here for the live streams know. I try to be articulate and stuff like that, but sometimes my face do not agree. So I think we're going to go around the outside, maybe. Depends on how lucky I'm feeling. How are we looking on durability on this, by the way? Ooh. Ew. Let's go ahead and do that number for now. Just so, yeah, we're just going to do kicks for a bit. Oh, and going around the outside was a great idea. That gives us the waypoint even. But going to Travancore is going to be pretty easy. Our goal today is Act 3. If we have time, we'll do Act 4 or Iswal. I'm generally going to promise 2 hours per stream whenever I stream these, because I'm still doing these sitting down. Our art streams might be longer, because I can do those standing up, which bothers my legs and back a lot less. And Crushing Blow, whenever you have low damage boots like we do right now, is super important. I kind of wish they wouldn't have made the, whatchamacallit, the boots on normal difficulty quite so low. I kind of wish they would have had them scale like normal weapons. But this one's kick is what? Where's the damage on there? It should actually display. That's a bug. But yeah, it's supposed to display the kick damage for the assassin. We might have to check it on the, whatchamacallit, on the, with the keyboard and mouse. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab those. Bloop. Get rid of them. Boop. Oh, and he teleported right into it. I was like, oh no, he's getting away. Nope. He did not. He did not escape my deadly attack. There we go. And Gut Maim, you are a pain in the ass. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of mana back. Just to summon you up. And then we'll get the waypoint. We'll get our weapon repaired. Because we want that before we start going down for sure. And we're doing this like in the hardest, because when 2.4 releases, this is going to be easier. So it's like, huh, should I just put this on pause until then? No, I'm not going to. This is actually a good, just like most of the build videos we've been doing lately, this is actually a really, really good tool for comparing previous version, which has been like the standard for over a decade now, and the new skill setups. Which I think is going to be kind of important because people are going to be like, oh, this skill was shit. No, it didn't used to be shit. Or this skill isn't shit. Or why didn't people build with this before? Well, because it was shit. I'm really, really curious about what they're going to do with Inferno. Because they've been really kind of cagey with that one. Like, they haven't given us, like, real details in regards to that. As to how they're changing it. They're just saying we're going to make it feel better. That, I mean, are you giving it chocolate ice cream, or are you just, what are you doing with it? Are you giving it a nice bow tie? Are you giving it a cool hat? I don't know. God damn neighbors. There's a guy circling the blocks right now, revving his engine. Hopefully that's not coming through. So far, we've actually had fairly good connection, too. Knock on wood. Oh, I actually have another. I have one that doesn't go through the microphone. Haha! Yay! Speaking of which, I need to put a microphone mount on that, too. Nothing in here that we want, I don't think. Assassin skill levels, enhanced damage. I always forget to check him for that stuff. But we want to go ahead and repair all. It's not too bad. We're going to lose Mercenary against the Council, for sure. That's just kind of a given. So, switch that. It should be... yes. There we go. Once we get up to, like, I think it's 50-something, we can actually equip the other Spirit Shield if we want to. But we'll see if we actually want to do that, or if we want to just... I don't think we're going to be able to do this build all the way through Hell as is, unless 2.4 drops really soon. So we might end up switching to a Trapsin for Hell difficulty. But we've gotten through Normal and Nightmare, and it doesn't feel terrible. And that's mostly because I still do stuff with the keyboard and mouse, so I am more used to that. So let's see... And I need to be using the shadow a bit more. Wow, they just kind of popped in. Why can't... come on, let me cast, damn it. Thank you. Can I get the well, please? Thank you. Okay, so we converted the Hierophant there. There you go. There's one. Yeah, we do need to clear these out before actually doing the... especially Hierophants and stuff like this. Really need to be cleared out before you do the Council. Otherwise, they will heal the living crap out of them. And I am about to sneeze, and I apologize. I don't have a free hand because controller. Mercenary, no! I think I just used that on myself because I was trying to move at the same time. And take out Torque. There you go. And these are the guys that can start... You'll start being able to get the grand charms with plus skills here. Okay, so that goes in there. Let's go ahead and open this up. Craft the bloody flail, which is actually not a bad flail. I remember whenever I first started playing, it was actually better than a lot of things you had by now. So it was kind of funny. Get that meteor going, get you back out. And I can tank these. Wow, that's a lot of freaking... Yeah, Caleb, you get to deal with me now. I'm backing off. Ouch. I think we took his corpse explosion before he actually died on my screen. What is our FPS? I'm not FPS, our ping. 100? No, that's not terrible. Strangeness. Yeah, it feels like we're getting some reactions before and some reactions after, which is very strange. So we'll throw this on. Smashy, smashy. Put that back on. We'll restock on our potions because they didn't drop shit. It's just what they do. They didn't drop anything. I need more. Okay, give me your potions. Do we need any scrollies? Just a TP one, that's fine. And anything good in here? Does not look like it. I'm actually not seeing any claws either. Oh yeah, they're on Herotli. And we'll get that going. I don't think we have Fade, yeah, we do have Fade. I could use Fade if we wanted to. That'd probably help out against things like those. Because it boosts your resist. It doesn't raise your maximum resist. Just boosts your resists. So, let's see. Travangle, yes. And I mainly just used the town portal scroll there because I didn't feel like walking all the way back, which is just like 2 screens away. Sometimes you gots to be lazy. And that's these chests are one reason I actually do like the Trap Assassin. I don't have to worry about... And I just used the wrong button there, so I can't cast my shadowy stuff for a while. Is that she doesn't have to use keys for those chests. Get meteor. Boop. Grab those. Mercenary don't die. We didn't get an antidote from that, so I can't cure him from... Oh, no, 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 no. Mercenary, please don't... Oh, dumbass. Oh, nope, he's not blind. You fight that. Oh, no, he's running away. Why are you running away? You want to explode on me, don't you? There you go. No, we're not playing this in hardcore. I'm pretty sure you've asked that a few times. But no, I don't play hardcore online. It's a fool's errand. If you're going to play hardcore, unless you absolutely have to play with somebody else, you don't play it online. Because, frankly, that's just asking to get killed by bad ping, random internet outage, anything. You're just going to die. Because generally speaking, unless you're just being greedy or playing willy-nilly, you're not going to die in Diablo 2. Unless you just get really unlucky. So let's go ahead and resurrect Mercenary. Yeah, we should have enough.
Hello.
But, yeah, no, we don't play hardcore online. As just a good general rule of thumb. So let's see. Yeah, we're not doing too great on money. We might have to transfer some out of our shared stash, which would suck. But we now know that we have dolls on this floor, which is not terrible. I mean, I can deal with it. I don't like them that much. They're just pains in the butt. I do think they need to make one of the exceptional shields, even if it's just the exceptional tower shield, have 4 sockets. So people can get spirits a little bit earlier. Okay, so we've got a lot of dolls on this floor. And we don't have high trap levels because we are a Kixin. Well, we're technically a martial arts assassin. We're using the charges. So we got blunderbores, basically, and dolls and zombies. It's actually not a terrible combo. I mean, I'd rather have it be mage, blunderbore, and zombie, but it's fine. So let's see. Yeah, we're fine on inventory. Let's go ahead and scout. That's another disadvantage of the controller, is scouting is not as good because you have a fixed distance, whereas with the keyboard and mouse you can actually put it at the far end and be like, this is fine. Okay, so we've got things in there. I don't know what they're... Okay, I think they're doing dolls. Judging by their speed. Yeah, they're doing dolls. Bit of strange behavior. So Shadow is fighting some of them. Let's go ahead and drop traps in there. Nothing. Okay. Very quiet room. This is gonna be a maybe. Yeah, there it is. So now we need to find the waypoint and we need to find our way down, and then we'll have Act 3 done. Act 3 is probably one of the more arduous acts in the game, so it's gonna be a good thing. With this particular setup where we're mandatory using the controller, we may run into some issues with Act 5. I don't think Act 4 will be that terrible. Yeah, we'll take a lot of damage, but unless we run into, like, a Gloam heavy steps, we should be okay in Nightmare Scouting. Because we can blind them, like this. Which blinds all the little friends, so we can focus in on the big guy. Okay, not mercenary, Shadow. You're being a pain in the ass. Go after that guy. Go after that. Oh, now it's not letting me Someone. There you go. Wasn't recognizing that I was pushing the shoulder button. As I was trying to, like, target him down so I could actually summon her on top of him to actually force her to fight him. But let's see. We came out there. I need to use the keyboard real quick. So let's see. So we came out there. That means that our waypoint should be straight across. I forget which side it is that our other thing is. I don't run Mephisto very much anymore. He's really... I mean, yeah, he can drop some decent stuff, and he's relatively easy, but he's usually just not worth it. You're better off just farming areas for runes and stuff like that. Especially after you've gotten your basic gear. And yes, we are saving that last low for the use with the... to make a grief. There we go. We're just hoping to find a Maul rune, which is the only thing we're missing. We actually have a 5-socket phase blade somewhere on this pile of an account. So we'll drink that, throw you in there. I'll keep that one just in case. But yeah, oh no. Oh, lordy. But yeah, I still say gloams are worse than dolls because they can shoot you from off screen. Dolls actually have to get to you, which can be a problem because they are fast, but for the most part, you can figure out ways to dodge them, whereas... Yay, there's our level up. So skill tree, let's go ahead. Nope, wrong thing. We want you, because we're not doing Trap Assassin yet. And we'll just keep getting more decks. Let's see. What's our chance to hit? 70% on the cadavers. Ugh. We're technically still under leveled. That's why we're gaining levels so quickly. Oh, and we can get cannot be frozen. Well, that'll be handy. Get that meteor going. Sorry if I get concentrated for a minute. Summon you. I don't mind the shadow dying. She's fighting something in there. Ow, I didn't even see you there, you dingus. Let's go and toss that in there. And I really don't like that the auto refill of the belt thing only works like half the time. So, if you're wondering what the auto refill is, where you hold down a button and it'll actually fill up the belt with what you have in there. But if you, yeah, it only works every now and then. Not super reliable. Which is kind of weird. You'd think that'd be a relatively easy thing to program. So let's see. Scout. Nothing in there. Oh, there is something in there. It's just our scout decided not to scout. I can sort of see it. Might not be able to. No, it would see. Because that's a straight path. Line of sight is there. Okay, so they're just going to go down by being just punched. Let's see. I need to not trigger a bunch of pains in the ass. Which, generally speaking, when I'm fighting these guys, I just really don't want to see the little flares because they basically make it so I have to bob and weave way too much for a controller. Okay, so we have another boss, not boss back there. Another big pack of just rando enemies. And with the little shadow on them, they should just be confused and just die to fire. Yes. Yes, my precious. Okay, so let's check up here. Get them meteored. Boom. And that meteor is doing reasonable damage. It's not doing a ton, but it's actually taking things out. That's one thing I hope gets boosted a bit more in 2.4 is the amount of damage the martial arts things do. Yes, I know that they're changing it so that they can charge and just do their whole thing there, but if they can make it so it does a little bit more damage, it would actually work out a lot better. Because then you'd be able to like spam them out. You'd be able to justify the extra time it takes to actually charge them up. So let's go ahead and get you. And yeah, we're going to end up exploring all of Durance of Hate level 2. Because we want the stairs and the waypoint. So yeah. Oh, lovely. That's going to be fun. Okay, so we wander through here. We've already checked that side. So I have a feeling we actually want to go back this way. No, we want to go straight across. We want the waypoint first anyway. Get you. Nuke. There you go. There's another crystal sword. Is it a 4-socket? Nope, we have full inventory apparently. Boop. Boop. Is it 4-socket? It's ethereal. So no. It can be 4-socket ethereal, but this one was not. That would be like a fashion statement kind of. Oh, no, 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 no. They all get to handle those. I don't do that. Get rid of them. Ah. And with the another thing with the new desk setup, by the way, is I might actually be able to do like a craft channel. For those of you wondering, like actually making things like real life crafting, not D2 crafting. Let's see. That's going to be a dead end. No, you little bastards. Said no to undead flayers, please. Thank you. So get that going. So yeah, that's a dead end. We have this whole path over here. I'm going to run past these and blind. Run past those. Because I'm getting a little impatient. I'm going to be honest. Just finding our way through here is proving to be a little bit laborious, to say the least. I don't recommend just running through if you don't know what you're doing. I mean, even using a controller, I'm kind of putting myself at risk here because I'm not super used to juking with a controller. Because I will get caught on things with a controller. Get you, meteor there. Okay, so that should start getting us. Yeah, there we go. We got corpses to explode. Can't explode the standing corpses, though. Why? They're still corpses. They should be explodable. And with our mercenary having the insight on him, we actually do have plenty of mana to kind of spam stuff like that. I just don't think to. So you guys can handle the ones in there. I'll handle the one. Oh, you can come help me. That's fine. Okay, so we have a down path over here as well that I just didn't pay attention to. Yeah, we... Oh, hi. Bye. Can I please get around stuff? That's the kind of stuff that me getting caught on is going to happen. So, yeah. It's a little bit rough. There's some traps for you guys. Please, stop with the damn dolls. For just like 5 seconds. It's very doll heavy. Ah, cramp, 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 cramp. There we go. Get that going. Drop a meteor. Shove him into the pile of corpses so he just kind of fits in. Hey, you can see your friends. Okay, so we have a path to the... Hi, guys. Yeah, it's definitely determined to never let me get away from the damn dolls. I kind of was expecting it because we're playing with a controller. Because a lot of times I'll actually come in here and I won't have dolls. And it'll be fine. It'll be awesome. It'll be cool. Things will be nice and smooth. Okay, so this is the next floor. So we just need the waypoint, which is probably in one of these convoluted side paths. Hey, mercenary, can you not be a complete imbecile? Thank you. Okay, so get that one down. And we'll go ahead and fill up our belt. Get moving. Okay, so you guys, there's enemies in that room too. That's nice to know. Too bad I don't need to go in there. Because this leads us back up to where we were. There's some heavy boots. Not going to be much help, but they're there. Get rid of you. Do we need more towel runes? Not really. I'm going to pick it up anyway. just to get things out of the way. There we go. What the fuck, mercenary? You're staying dead until we get up to the next area. That means I have to be mana conservative, which sucks. But we have mana potions for just that kind of contingency, so it should be not terrible. Okay, so duck through them, get this going. Check down here. Nothing, nothing. And we are just running from everything. You fight them. There we go. We're out. Yay! Ah. Okay. We need that. No mercenary that needs a spanking. He's already getting plenty of spankings. I think he likes it. At this point, it's kind of like, punish me, daddy. Oh. No. Well, that's going to be taken out of context. But, okay, so we can put this on. Which, if I can get the belt to stop hovering up, that would be, like, a million times better. Okay, so that's lightning resistant, poison resistant. Our mana leeches are gone with that. But I think I'll prefer it there than here. And I really hate... We go into trade. I think we'll see it still going on. No, it's not. But how we take damage just by existing. Oh, and I forgot to get money out of that. Damn it. Damn it, Nappa. Damn it, Nappa. I don't know. I can't do the voice right now. My voice is not going to cooperate with that kind of ill thing of ill repute. Throw those in there. And then throw them in there. Yeah, see how we're seeing the flash? Fun thing, we're actually taking 1 damage whenever that flash happens. We are taking a damage, which is all kinds of tacky. So let's go ahead and we'll take something like, I want to say 50 grand. And just dump it into the personal stash. I don't mind losing money. It's really easy to get more money. And when we're doing weird builds like this, we're going to burn through it as opposed to doing like casters and stuff like that where you're doing proper farming, which will fill us up like in a heartbeat. Losing money on builds is not a big deal. So let's go ahead and trade. Do I need more potions? I do not. I do, however, need to talk to Kane, but I need to take all my shit out of here first. Sorry for sniffling in the microphone. It's keeping me from sneezing. There we go. Let's see. Trade. Are they... they're not terrible. Auto repair, faster run walk, cold resist. Our current boots are better, but it's fine. But yeah, each time you see that red flash, we take 1 damage. Which is... I don't understand. I do not understand why it does that. Now, we can cheese Mephisto. We're probably going to lose our mercenary again. Just as a heads up. But we could cheese Mephisto. Or we could try to do this the honest way. I'm going to go backside, clear out this side first, just to be on the safe. Okay, so there's our 5 of those. Let's go ahead and do that. Summon you over there. Oh, great. Fanaticism. Lovely. Mercenary, come back. I think they're getting fanaticism from... I don't know if they're getting it from Bartok. Nope, they're getting it from the caster guy. Lovely. So Brem is not the one giving... Oh, no, 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 no. Ah, God damn it. The fuck was that? Our lightning resist isn't negative. Why are we taking so much damn damage from that? I'm going to lead you guys over here. Come on, follow me. They've got blessed aim as well, which is absolutely atrocious. And that was an annoying wall. Oh, we got a load in here too. Let's go ahead and... Whoop. Can I go up my... Thank you. Jesus Christ. This will at least disengage the other pack. But that's fucking ridiculous. Because our resist currently... Oh, we only have 23%, but that's still... We shouldn't be taking that much damage from it. Unless there's something else stacked on top of that I just didn't read in the heat of the moment. Which very well could be happening. Because on this one you have the split thing, which is stupid. I don't know why they did that. I still don't. But stop it with the red... What the fuck, game? Please stop with that. But where they have the enemy's life above their head, but you have their info at the top of the screen, so you're looking two different places. I mean, I have two eyes. There's like 4 places I need to be looking. So let's go ahead and we'll assign a skill tree. Shadow Disciplines. We'll bind this to that. So now we have Fade on. So that puts us at positive at least. So we go in, we right trigger, we then left click A. Okay. Get rid of him. Get rid of them. So I guess we're not going to be cheesing him. But yeah, you got to be able to actually... I don't like skipping stuff like that, but when we're doing something like a challenge like this, it's going to be a little bit easier on me to do that. Okay. So let's get this a little further up so we don't have to worry about accidentally spawning those. We're going to swap this for that. And actually, we're just going to weapon swap in general. Yeah, I don't need the extra plus skills. We're going for this. We don't get the deadly strike on it anyway, but we want the attacker takes damage. If you're wondering why I'm staying on that one. Okay, I want to bait him down to like here. Come on. There you go. So we have Crushing Blow on him. So we should be good with this. Why are we not leeching life is another thing I'm wondering. We're supposed to be leeching life with the kick. Okay. I'll just keep smacking him and just keep drinking potions. Oh, there's the jackass again. Yeah. One of these days, he's going to find out that I'm streaming, show up in stream, and I'll call him a jackass to his face on here.
Mephisto, you were no match for me.
But we killed Mephisto. That was our goal for the day, and we actually got a... yeah, No, I think this is just the normal one. Yeah, it's Doomslinger. I got my hopes up because, like, is that... No, no, it's not. It's not. But we're going to go to the next area before Mercenary kills himself on the invisible guys. But we got a good 2 hours out of this. Good 2 hours to do one act, which is actually really bad time. Usually, by the time we get to Nightmare, we're doing an hour an act. Unless we're having issues, which using a controller is an issue. But I'll figure it out. I'll get used to it. So I'm going to go ahead and call that a stream. Hopefully you guys had fun. And hopefully you're not revving your engine like a jackass right now. But next time we'll do Act 4. We'll get ourselves an Iswal. We'll get ourselves a Diablo. And we'll get ourselves done with that next time. We'll probably start in on Act 5 next time as well. So keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath, and I will see you guys on Tuesday, I think. Bye.
Good to see you.